Hello everybody, it's Jackie again here from St. Anna's Reiki. Glad to be with you and talking today about the Sacral Chakra, one of the most important chakras where we hold our emotions, our fears, our insecurities, our deepest, truest feelings of who we are. So really important that we're in touch with that and we are always listening to our body. We're always being the best we can be, the truest we can be. And so I want to give you a tool today, not just talking about Reiki, but also giving you a tool to go alongside your self-care. And I'm following on from what we were talking about in the last video, which was the Armour of God. So with the Armour of God, and you can replace that word God if you're not religious and you can't bear to even say that word, or replace it with your God. For me, I see God, that word God, as the universe, as the spiritual world that I believe is there, always supporting us. And I replace that word with Reiki. So for me, my God is Reiki. It's that universal life force energy that is all around us, supporting us, and is what we are, purely energy. So we started with the feet of peace. So I hope you enjoyed wearing your boots, your protective boots that you put on at the beginning of the day. And that was really, really to help you with your self-care in regards to your root chakra, which again is all about your security, your survival, your feeling of peace in the world and connection with who you are and where you are. We're moving up a level now to the sacral chakra, which is your lower belly, your tummy. And again, it's that area where we are starting to think about how we feel who we are. So it's not just, are we safe? It's, who are we? What thoughts and feelings? How do I express myself? How am I different from the next person? And a beautiful tool that I've got today, again, the Armour of God, is the belt of absolute truth, the belt of righteousness, the belt of absolute truth and righteousness. And we're talking about this area here, this lower abdominal area. So if you imagine you've got a belt on and it's slung down kind of on your hips, we're imagining that we are wearing a protective layer around here, almost like putting our hands, we put our hands here on our abdomen, don't we? That's what we're doing. We're wearing a belt there, and it's a belt of protection. You might see it, but it's also a belt just as a reminder to remind you that you've got this, you're safe. It's sort of like you've permanently got your hands there protecting your energy. Because like I've said before, no amount of self-care, no amount of Reiki is going to prevent that from spilling out. We can fill ourselves up and up and up. And I say this, people say, is there too much Reiki I can give myself? No, absolutely not. You can't give yourself too much self-care. You can't give yourself too much Reiki, because all it takes is somebody talking to you, an insecure word, and all that you've done can spill out so easily. So by learning all these tools to help you constantly pick yourself up and protect you when you feel you might need the protection is so valuable. So let's get on with it, shall we? Shall we just get comfortable in our chair for a moment and let's come to this moment. So if you want to take some time out to do this little meditation with me, it's going to be you putting your belt on and enabling you to incorporate this with your Reiki, with your self-care. So get comfortable, find a quiet place. So sitting in your chair, lying on your bed, wherever you are, taking this time out for you, just a few moments. Closing your eyes, coming to that place of stillness, finding your peace, finding your power. Nice big breath in, holding that for a few seconds and releasing. Just resting with your hands in your lap, just noticing that you're relaxing your shoulders, bringing them down, your Relaxing your fingers, your toes, your brow, everything's relaxing. Another breath in. Holding and releasing. Just noticing what comes in. Is there anything there that's catching your attention? Welcoming it, observing it, and letting it go. And as you breathe in, I want you to really feel your diaphragm, feel your lungs inflating. You're not just doing these shallow breaths. Let's be in this body here in this moment. So you could put your hands on that lower rib cage, holding and releasing. And as you just do these few breaths with me, here in this moment now together, just come to this moment of feeling your energy. And that is just feeling you breathing in and out. Being in tune with this body, this person that you are, that we just take for granted. Really feeling the breath. Because most days we don't do this, do we? It's just busy from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. So feel your magnificence, feel your power, feel your strength. That's what we're talking about here. And send love to your body now. So as you're doing this breath, anything that's coming in and nagging at you and making you feel stressed and it won't go away, just send it love. Just say, it's okay, we've got this. Observing any colours that are flowing in. And if there aren't any, then just send your body colour. Anything that helps. Colour is a wonderful healing tool in itself. And orange is very much to do with the sacral chakra, which is what we're talking about today. So maybe fill yourself up with orange now. Breathe the orange in, feel it coming through the crown, filling you up with orange, like that beautiful sunset. And as you release that breath, letting it melt through you. Fill up with orange, vibrant, powerful, radiant orange. And then coming back slowly, when you're feeling nice and relaxed, coming back to your normal steady pattern of breathing. And still in that nice relaxed state, with your eyes closed, I want you to just imagine that you're in a boxing ring, which doesn't sound very relaxing, does it? But I want you to imagine you're in a boxing ring. And the boxing ring is life. And the referee that's in there with you is a higher power. Okay, so the referee is like an angel. And there doesn't need to be anybody else in the ring with you, because you're wearing your belt. You're wearing your belt of absolute truth, absolute righteousness, slung down on your lower abdomen. And you can see that belt however you wish to see it. Maybe it's like a boxer's world heavyweight belt and really big and protective and shining and flamboyant. Or maybe it's just a little tiny hipster belt, a hippie belt with lots of tassels on it. Can you see yourself with a belt on? Because this is your belt of integrity. As you stand there in the corner with that higher presence in the boxing ring, this is where you're standing there and you're reflecting on how you're feeling. Your feet are firmly on the ground. Maybe you've got your feet of peace on, your boots of peace. And you're just standing here in this moment of reflection, and really tuning in with your feelings. You're being honest with yourself about your morals, your principles of how you want to conduct yourself on this day. So maybe you could do this again in the morning, like you have been doing with your feet of peace, your boots of peace. Maybe you could do this in the morning and you could put your boots on and then you could put your belt on. So I want you to imagine you've got that heavyweight belt on, and it shows that you are a heavyweight in terms of energy. It shows that you know who you are and what you stand for and the light that you carry within you. And when you feel this way, in tune with who you are, what you stand for, what your principles are, what your purpose here is, not getting too deep, just being more in tune with who you are, not being swept along with the crowd. And yeah, you're your magnificent you-ness. When you are in tune with that on a day-to-day basis, your light shines more powerfully, you're brighter. And this is good for you. This is good for you and all those people around you. So you start to take yourself seriously. You start to value your self-worth the more you respect your power. So maybe put your hands there. Feel this belt. Now this belt, it's not just at the front. It's not just a big buckle at the front. It goes all around you. It's supporting you. It's helping you to stand firm. And when you've got this belt of righteousness on, this belt of absolute truth, nothing can harm you. Nothing can fatally wound you. Things can come at you. But when you've got this belt on, nothing can really pierce your inner strength. The belt gives you strength and enables you to be able to take on that day, no matter what's ahead of you. Because no matter what is ahead of you on this day forward, if you can maintain your personal power, your energy that's sitting there within you, nothing can take that from you unless you allow it to be done. And so these tools that I'm sharing with you, that are no secret, that they're all out there at your fingertips. This is not secret knowledge. This is just to share with you to help you. It's another tool alongside your Reiki. And you can incorporate Reiki, your self-practice. That's what I'm wanting you to do, to incorporate your Reiki so that you give yourself Reiki all the time. You incorporate it with these tools. You use colour, you use the breath, you use visualization, which is what we're doing here. So when you've got this belt on, this imaginary belt, you're feeling you're wearing your belt of power. You know that the game will be fair. You know that the game will be played with the right rules. You need only to stand in your corner wearing your belt of truth, and nobody will challenge you. You've got that higher power, that presence there as well, guiding you, watching you, observing, there always. And that's true always. In the boxing ring that you're imagining, that you can conjure up in your mind at any moment, this is just true of life. This is life, this analogy. So envisage this belt all around you, as I said, not just at the front. It protects you from behind so that nobody can harm you from behind. And you can wrap this belt around a problem also. You know, it doesn't have to just be you physically. You could see whatever problem it is that you're struggling with at the moment. Perhaps you can wrap this power around a problem. You could wrap it around somebody else. If your concern is somebody else, maybe a dependent, maybe a sibling, a child, a parent, we know with Reiki we obviously can send Reiki to others, and we can see this belt being wrapped around a problem, a situation, an event, a person. If that helps you. But primarily we're talking about self-care, because we know that when we are in our best place, it helps others. And whenever we are true to ourselves, and we are talking about the sacral chakra, which tallies with Usui's 5 Reiki principles, with being honest with ourselves and with everyone around us, we know that everything that is manifest starts as a thought, becomes an emotion, and the emotion stirs around in this sacral area that we're talking about. It stirs around. This feeling becomes a word, speech. And when it becomes a word or speech, it then becomes reality. So it very, very much links in what we're talking about with the throat area as well. I always feel that the sacral area affects the throat area. So if you have any problem, or you're looking to try and heal this area at all, your jaw, your mouth, your nose, your ears, your shoulders, your throat, very much you should be thinking about your sacral area as well. Your sacral area is very important to do with your inner integrity. So I know you're sitting there imagining this belt around you. So I want you now to be with your belt on, really visualize it, get it clear in your mind. Maybe you've got your feet, your boots of peace on as well. And I want you to start coming back to the breath, because I think I've gone over everything I want to there with your belt. And I want you to start taking a nice big breath in, feeling that orange that you filled your body up, feeling that power, that magnificence that you are, really feeling it, and then releasing it. Feeling the honesty that belt has helped you find, that clarity. And again, another breath, feeling more grounded, more secure in your feelings about who you really are. And release. And slowly coming back to the room, your seat. Maybe opening your eyes back to me. How was that? Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy wearing your belt of absolute truth? Your belt of righteousness that links in with your sacral chakra? So try and use that, right? Try and use the Reiki self-care that you're giving yourself. Maybe you're out and about and you come across a problem, or you feel a little bit scattered. You could just, in a moment, put your hands on your lower abdomen and feel that you've got your belt on, and remind yourself, no, I've got my belt here. And that could just flick up in your mind. And as it does so, hopefully you'll feel that there is that higher power there always with you, however you want to view that, whether it's your own higher self, an angel, your Reiki, whatever you want to see it as. Hope you enjoyed that. I will be back soon to share with you the next piece of armor that we can help ourselves put on, whether it be at the beginning of the day or just when a problem comes along and we need a timeout. But yeah, practice that. Let me know how that helps you, if you're enjoying these pieces of armor that are a wonderful self-help tool. And I will see you all really soon. Take care. Look after yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.